Welcome back to Lifestyle After 5. Today's episode from ashes to atmosphere. Now, I want you to picture this. Your loved one is gone, but a piece of them is still orbiting the earth. And in a twist that sounds like science fiction, the capsule also carried cannabis seeds. Talk about smoking your relatives and being high. They going out high for real. And now fragments of the early galaxy, they discovered oxygen atoms older than time itself. I got to think on that. Older than time itself. But anyway, welcome to Ashes to Atmosphere, where the cosmos meet the humans. Today is going to be a crazy episode. If you don't know by now, I am one of your hosts, Ali, along with my main man, Lord Shu.
What's happening? It's good. So I'm so happy to be here,
I can't wait today's story. This is interesting twist in the way.
man.
I thought they were doing things when you seen like the bodies where people were buried in cars and motorcycles and all types of weird stuff and
Yeah,
standing up
crazy
in
funeral.
clubs. Yeah, standing up in clubs. But
Thanks.
this literally tops them all. So on June 23rd, 2025, a small German startup called Exploration Company launched its NYX capsule into orbit. Inside this capsule were the ashes of 166 people. I wonder were they blended together? Were they separate? I got questions. A final tribute arranged by the Celestis. I still got to find out who they are. And there was a stash of cannabis seeds meant for science on this.
So everything went smoothly with this. Two orbits completed, and then they just get straight silence because the failed parachute system sent the NYX spiraling into the Pacific, taking its precious cargo to the ocean floor. Man, so sad.
So I got questions. Maybe the spirits got high and that's why they crashed. They
And then
fly
send it
high
back.
and they went up into space. Maybe that space we do something to you. But
Right.
why are families choosing space burials? I mean,
Yeah.
they fulfilling a cosmic dream. Maybe it's an eco-friendly memorial. And the Celestis first return to Earth mission. What's the emotional state now that it has crashed? With your loved one in it. Now like they're in the ocean. I got questions. Let us know in some comments what you think about this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And even the science behind commercial space. This would have been a great episode for the Crypt Keeper. Shout out to the Crypt Keeper out there.
Yo,
Uh,
what's up, Crypt Keeper?
to know this is where you got to go with space burials now. Uh, and all the while these ashes and seas are sunk forever, and but they say other seas of knowledge took flight in the grand arena. There was a lot of study that went on with the marijuana, which I'll let you go on and explain that.
So, cannabis seeds aren't your typical space cargo. We already know this. I mean, they were part of Martian Grow, an open source experiment studying how microgravity and cosmic radiation affect germination and potential mutations. Which this is
Wow.
actually pretty cool stuff because doing these things will make our food process better, um, environmental protection. It'll take that up another level. So stuff like this is important, y'all. And like I said, this company studies how microgravity and cosmic radiation affect germination and potential mutation. Cosmic radiation, okay, or the ether affect germination. Like, we talk about stuff like this. Me and Ali always talking about some kind of old world stuff. Like I think he said if you dig a hole during the full moon, like it won't fill up
Yeah,
all the
I've
way or
always
something
told
like
that.
that.
I've never done that. Yeah, I was always
Yeah.
told if you drill a hole during a full moon, you
Thanks.
you can't you can't refill the hole back. If something
Yeah.
happens to the dirt. I don't know if that's true. This Smith, my grandfather always told me
Yeah,
about.
but it's like that, y'all. So this we gonna come with the real information, but
Now imagine a future where hemp-based materials are grown on Mars or medical
see.
compounds tailored by space tweaked the genetics. What feel like sci-fi today could be the backbone of tomorrow's space economy. I don't know if I don't smoke marijuana or weed, period, but I couldn't imagine smoking some Martian weed. The stuff here we got on Earth have people acting crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just like recently with the ChatGPT psychosis, and same thing with marijuana. I've read, and listen, y'all. I am uh my whole life. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm Lord Shu. Anybody who knows my brand knows that I speak on behalf of Green. Like, since I've been doing social media, whatever, music, whatever. And even now, you won't even catch me. Like, it's gotten to the point now where I think, even though they're using like marijuana, and
Hmm.
people have gone through psychosis with marijuana, I think the growing methods, I think, are what the most important thing is here, for sure. Because even like, it's like we said before with the space economy, you know, what they doing in space obviously somehow will translate back to Earth and benefit the Earth with our food. And you know they might find ways to grow corn on the moon, or grow rice on the moon. And
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just the start. So
they need to get better. But halfway across the universe lies J's GSZ 140, a galaxy so distant its light began its journey 13.4 billion would it be years ago. Now, in April 2025, Ultima detected glowing oxygen atoms there, the earliest ever seen. Now, why does this matter? Oxygen implies generations of massive stars lived, died, and seeded by the cosmos within 300 years of Big Bang, forcing us to rewrite models of rapid chemical enrichment in the early universe, showcasing the power of JWST and Ultima working hand in hand. So this is
mm,
huge.
yeah, nah, this is good stuff, because now everything that is what we've been getting taught in school has basically been,
Yeah.
you could just throw that shit out. It's
But
worthless now.
really, like most everything I was learned about it, like atoms and the way that they move and everything,
Yeah, yeah.
now we're
No, that
finding
shit is
out
trash.
are lies. This is
Yep.
not the same.
Yeah, and this is great, because now this is a chance for people who are really passionate about science, tech, and even if it's just on a level like watching Lifestyle After 5, you know, you now can start to be a part of the changes, instead of being uh fed, information. You can be a part of the change of science and space, and math and whatever else. We just like with what's his name coming out and with his math equations,
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Yeah, man, everybody you see.
Yeah, things are changing so much.
Yeah, it's really awesome and scary in times like that, but that's why we gonna bring y'all this information every week, 2 times a week, with the real deal information. But you know how it goes, y'all. If y'all liking this episode so far, please scan that QR code and you can talk to me and Ali about this stuff in our Discord. Or you can like and subscribe to the channel and share this episode with someone who else who is passionate about this type of
This is what we
information.
do. We're always reading and researching information.
Yeah, facts.
But like I said,
All the time.
these oxygen emissions pin down the galaxy's distance to a centimeter level of precision within the cosmic scales. As they say, an astronomer's dream, and that's huge. A
Yeah.
centimeter compared to the vastness of space, and the again now. And this say, let's go to segment four. Let's address this host. If you've been on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, there is what we're calling a hoax out there. They're saying that your soul actually goes to this J's GSV
Yeah.
14. So in the host, speaking of galaxies, let's debunk the wild story yet that our souls race faster than the speed of light to J's GSZ 14 after death. So
Yeah. That's
actually, I'll let you tell them a little bit about that.
so just from research that we've done, I mean, it seems to be just pure internet fantasy. No physics theory allows information or spirit to exceed light speed, and no peer reviewed paper supports it. It's more of like a viral TikTok myth. So, I mean, if you are a scientist or an astronomer and you think otherwise or have more information, please hit us up or leave a comment under this video about this because we're genuinely interested. Or you can, join the Discord over by Ali Head right there
Oh yeah,
and hit us up because we genuinely want to know.
because they say consciousness ties to the brain activity, not celestial GPS. And no Russian labs have confirmed this, meaning we don't really have evidence to say that this is true. And this would be huge if some scientists was to find this. Everybody would be on this.
Yeah, this
This
would be
would go
the yeah
viral. I mean, it'd be a lot of people really into this. So if you're
yeah
looking for your soul, you're looking for your soul seat assignment on the space liner to the Z14, you'll be waiting forever. It ain't yet ready. So don't start
yeah
preparing your home or
or
trying to buy your soul home and on Z14.
yeah. Who
Not
knows
enough.
yet? But that's why I said earlier too, like it's when you see this information we give you, right? If you can prove that this is the truth, then you'll be helping rewrite history even more with all the other stuff that's getting rewritten. Cause like
And two, we're understanding a lot more about history.
that too, exactly. We really getting more of a clear view of how we even got to this point where we are today. So let's get into some closing thoughts, man. We talked about ashes that orbited Earth to seas that flirted with zero G. Oxygen older than the stars, digital ghost stories. Stuff like this gonna remind us that space is where our highest aspirations and deepest myths take shape, man.
Yeah. Now, as we push farther outward, we carry our humanity, memorials, experiments, and you wonder, and occasionally tall tales,
Yeah,
but, both in unison. But I will tell everybody you should stay curious, stay skeptical, and we'll see you next time from Ashes to Atmosphere.
peace, y'all.